Hi everybody! So today's video is going to be a review tutorial on the new HSI Professional Flat Iron, and this is one of their newer models. I'll have a link in the bottom bar where you can purchase it, and it is not an affiliate link, so you won't be giving me any money if you choose to purchase it, in case you're concerned about that. But I did receive this particular flat iron for free. And I'm going to be taking the HSI Professional Thermal Protector. It protects you up to 450 degrees, and it's infused with argan oil and not tested on animals. And it's just a very dry spray, and you could apply this when your hair is wet. Yesterday I put the argan oil that the company sent me in my hair, and then I just blew out some of the texture and I slept on it, because that's kind of the key. Whenever you're curling hair, you don't want it to be perfect. You want it to be a little sort of distressed. The curls will look a lot better. So I'm just going to put on my hot glove. Go. Put on my hot glove, and you see how I created this gorgeous ribbon curl using the flat iron? I'm going to show you how to do that today. So basically just pull up a section of hair, and we're just going to feed the hair through, and just note that the slower you go, the tighter the curl. And what I like about creating a beach wave with a curling iron is you can feed as much hair as you want through. So it's less time involved than using certain curling irons, especially the ones with clips. What I also like about it is the curls aren't uniform, they're not perfect, so it looks really beachy and romantic. And I don't like perfect curls. Curls don't fall perfect anyways. I sort of like the distressed look more. It just looks so gorgeous. And you can even do beach waves at a wedding. I love that look. And also, if you're somebody who is fighting humidity for your hairdo, which I am down here by the beach, I don't like to fight the elements for my hairstyle. I always find that's the key whenever you're creating a really amazing look. See that fish hook? Turn it in. I always feel like you have to sort of just roll with the punches. And you always look better if you sort of just acknowledge the air, the elements. Also, you don't want to flat iron your hair before trying to pump in curls. It'll just cause the curls to go flat sooner rather than later. Do you see what I mean? Like, you don't have to be perfect. I have so many straight little pieces because I didn't clip my hair up. So this is something you could do if you had 30 extra minutes, just to add some texture. What's also cool is you can go ahead and do it the night before. And there's all sorts of different ways to do curls as well. You can even just curl the bottom like that. If you have a bob, you can even just curl your hair under. And you can even just do like little ribbon curls on the end. Also, if you hit the curling iron in one section and twist it, it'll create a really fun like little ridge that's ununiform with the rest of the hair. Even back in the day when they did all those like wet sets and dry sets in the beauty parlors and the ladies wouldn't wash their hair for a week, most of the curls had somewhat different textures, densities, curl lengths in them. They weren't all like perfect. They were shaped very perfectly, if that makes sense, but they were all about different twists and turns. Take a look at Lucy's hair sometime. We actually had to know how to do that in hair school. We had to learn the Lucy do, and it consists of at least 3 different curls. So just have fun with it. So for those of you wondering which model I have the HSI Professional 1-inch ceramic tourmaline iconic flat iron. And it can work as a hair curler as well. It comes with argan oil, which is a leave-in treatment. It comes with the thermal protective spray, the pouch, and the glove. And of course, like I said, heats up to 450. It's $99, so it's a very good deal. It doesn't have the little blue plate in the middle. It's just the it's just all black. Is that the tourmaline will actually help fuse your curls or straighten your hair to look really nice and sleek. And it will also help to keep some of the frizzies at bay. Sometimes if you choose a flat iron that's too cheap or doesn't heat up just right or is somewhat broken, you're still trying to work with it, you can cause excessive damage to your hair because you have to go over it a lot in order to get a style you want. And then your hair ends up being frizzy from the thermal damage. So you do want one that is capable of heating up, but you don't want to over-exercise its capabilities. You definitely have to use your treatments and not overheat your wand. The cons with this, if you're very forgetful, I would suggest keeping like a timer with you so you know when to shut off your flat iron. Because like I said, if you can bake with your flat iron, 450 is more than sufficient to bake muffins, cookies, whatever. You should be shutting off your iron before you go. And if you're flat ironing your hair, basically what you want to achieve, and I'll do it right here in the front, is you want to achieve a very smooth look. The cuticles are going to go really smooth thanks to those nice tourmaline plates. I can't believe this wand is only $99. I had a nice one from Numi years ago, which I got at the beginning of my channel, and then I dropped like maybe 2 years ago on the floor, but it's okay because it was kind of, it wasn't in its peak condition anymore. And I used a Conair ever since then, which was fine. But that Numi was over $300. So this being professional quality, comes with argan oil, just the same as the Numi, and is like $200 cheaper. So it just creates like so much fun. We're gonna show you that pin curl, aren't we? Yes, we are. So let's go ahead and take a piece of hair, and you're just gonna take your finger and start wrapping it around. And this one gets a little trickier because you don't want a fish hook. And one thing I like about doing a flat iron as a curling iron or a curling wand without a clamp is that you can't really get a fish hook. So you really have to make sure this is twisted right, but this will help you create that perfect dry hairstyle. Less painful. And it creates just that pretty little curl because my hair is kind of longer on the longer side, so it's not gonna curl up quite like Lucille balls, but I don't have that cute little 1920s coif. And then just pull it out. If you have really, really, really fine hair, which is not my hair at all, I'm mixed with Native American, so my hair is a little bit more textured than some girls who look similar to me. But one thing you can do is create a ribbon . You want to get it all the way to the ends of the hair so you don't have a fish hook. Pull. And don't worry if you don't get the hang of it the first time. This took me a few trials to get where I am so I can show you guys how to do ribbon curls. Now I'm going to show you the back of the head. Please note that some of it's straight, and I'm going to leave it like that on purpose just to show you that doing the beach waves can be very forgiving if you miss a lock. So let's just turn. And it's really fun in the back. I almost like it in the back, like really the way it is, but it is still a little straight. So one thing you can do, of course, at home is to clip your hair up before you do a style and then style into sections. So that's always an option, and that's really how the stylists do it. But if you want to do it the old school way where you do all your hair on top, that's obviously going to save the integrity of your hair. So don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. Your hairstylist doesn't think you have to be perfect either. Trust me, too much heat styling, your stylist will have a few inches to cut off. Let's just get a few of the really intensely straight ones just to sort of put it into another realm. And curl all the way down. And I like to put the glove on just so I can hold the plate. Otherwise I feel like I could lose the wand and I'll drop it, and I certainly don't want to drop it on my feet. I have carpet now, so I don't think I'm going to damage my flat iron anytime soon. Restyle that fish hook. I think that looks a lot better. What do you think? I'm pretty proud of myself. So just be sure to style it so you have no holes. You can even take a little styling rat comb Of course, we're going to get better as time goes on. I think it looks really elegant and good. So I'm actually going to be doing a headband past the bang. So I'm just going to actually pick up a diamond shape. We're going to divide that into two, and we're going to braid under to create sort of an outie braid. This is all about keeping two strands going and pulling fourth ones from the far corners. A Dutch fishtail French, and by that I mean we're going to be gathering hair, and it's almost going to be like a cornrow because we're going to stay close to the scalp, so we're really doing a compilation of braiding. This is a little bit still on that cusp for you guys because it's not like I have crazy long mermaid hair yet. This is going to be a little tight. It's not going to be your usual braid that's all pancaked out because we're keeping it on the scalp as it's comfortably able to from the direction of the scalp. And that'll keep the hair from looking force pulled or giving you a headache. It's really, who wants that? So that can take a little bit of work, so just be patient. Practice at home when you're not going out or in a time crunch. I'm gonna put into my other hand. See, I just grabbed that, so that means I just added hair to there, so I have to add it back to the other side. And as long as your braid work is clean and repetitious, you can add hair whenever you want. And then sometimes I'll just be really purposeful and add a really sharp slice to create that sort of fun parted cornrow look. So for those of you who are looking to get the HSI Professional Flat Iron, because it's a really good deal, let me know what you think in the comment section below if this is going to be a tool that you've been looking for. I really like it personally because it's really just all in the wrist. It creates a smooth look. You can create a lot of interesting styles with it. It makes a gorgeous ribbon curl, and I actually think it's very affordable and sleek looking. And it comes with quite a lot of stuff. If you're going to be traveling, then I suggest getting the universal voltage one, which is a little bit more expensive. But if you're like me, where you don't travel outside the US often, I'll just be sticking with this one. I'm just going to go ahead and add my bobby pins. And really with this one, if it helps to section out the back and put it up for like a second in a loose clip, that you can always do as well. And if there's any curls you hate, you can always smooth them out. And you can even restyle the bang too. So if this is a little too choppy, you can always add some wave to it. I like this little piece right here by the ear. I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to move it, create some movement there. And the pros and cons of using a hot tool, especially a professional one, and that you can go ahead and purchase this, and it's going to be a completely ethical buy from you from a completely renowned company. And so I hope that makes you intrigued, interested, hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video. And before I let you go in this one, I just want to give you a very large thank you guys to all the amazing positive feedback you leave for me in the bottom bar. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not have received this flat / curling iron. The only reason HSI gave this to me for a review and for professional use, personal use, was because they saw that I had a tremendous amount of positive comments and positive critiques, which means that you guys like my videos and want to see more and bigger and better. So thank you very much for all of that, because without you guys, none of us YouTubers would really have anything going on for us in the way of whether, you know, having a very outstanding makeup hobby such as myself, or running a small business on YouTube or whatever, which I don't do. I don't run a small business on YouTube. I work outside of YouTube. But for those of us who just really like makeup and we like sharing our opinions with you guys, and thank you guys very, very much, because if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have this flat iron. And right now, when I'm, you know, moving and trying to develop my kit, you know, it's really hard not to be brought to tears when you receive something like this, because it's the last thing on your mind to buy, because you're focusing on all your moving expenses. So thank you guys, more than words can say. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for today.